Many people know this, but I send out like a group text, not every day, but most days. Um, just as like an inspiration. Sometimes it's overwhelming on my heart. Sometimes it's just, I want to make people have a better attitude. Sometimes I don't know, it's kind of why I started the videos. I was able to portray myself in a different aspect than I just write. But tonight I had sent out a text to a group of people that I kind of talked about storms and dealing with trials and tribulations and things that come in life, and the wind and the waves and everything in life gets to rocking the boat. And we're many times compared to like a sailboat or a ship, or because when you're in the water, you're kind of helpless. You really are. Like if a storm comes up, or a raging sea, or winds and waves, I mean, it's like and you have to trust in something, whether it be that vessel that you're on, or God, the vessel that'll see you through it. But as I was, excuse me, talking about that tonight, it kind of is like all of life deals with a certain circumstance. It really does. It's either like you're on this highest mountain or the lowest valley. Like, and we don't have a lot of in-betweens. There's no like middle ground where we just float on a plateau. There's like, oh, this really sucks, or this is the greatest thing in the world. And I know it's really human, but like one of the brothers that reads the message kind of told me this. But the thing that he told me out of that message was it's not many times does our initial perspective in any situation usually turn out to be the right one. And when he wrote that, I was like, that is really crazy. Like, not many times does our initial perspective turn out to be the right one. And everything in life deals with perspective. Like, you can have a perspective whether you're sitting in a third world country or you're sitting in America at Thanksgiving meal and have tons of stuff to eat. You can have a perspective of, I get to go to work or I have to. You can have a perspective of, I get to wake up or I have to. You can have a perspective of, I have to pay my bills or I get to. Whatever that perspective is going to be, you're going to have to figure out which one you want to be. Like, I mean, it's kind of common sense, but not if you're not thinking about it. Maybe this is the first time you've heard something like, oh, I get to choose what I get to think and feel. Yeah, you do. Every day, each one of us gets to wake up and choose and think and feel a certain way. Now, you can feel like the whole world's against me. You can feel like it's because of my skin color. It's because of my sex. It's because of this or that. Or I wasn't blessed with these kind of parents. Or I wasn't blessed with this. Or this wasn't handed to me. That might be a perspective you need to run with that made you a greater person to achieve more than those people that would have had those things. Just saying. Because I know we didn't come up without a lot. We didn't have much, but we didn't have too little. And that's actually a prayer I pray to this day is, God, don't give me too much that I'm ungrateful for it. And forget where it came from. But don't give me not enough that I need to beg her still. I mean, that's something. Don't beg her still, but not too much that I'm ungrateful and forget where it comes from. And all of us need to keep that balance in our lives, but not just with like money or management or any of these other things, but like perspective, our perspective of, you know, do I have a roof over my head? Do I have running water? Do I have, I don't know, I say that a lot in a lot of these videos, but seriously, do I have people around me that are encouraging me? Do I have people around me that are doing good things? Do I have people around me? I don't know. There's a lot of different things, but when he said that about perspective tonight, like, everybody has a perspective. Everybody has a choice of what their attitude and their thoughts will be. As a man thinketh, so he is. Every single one of us has to choose. What are we going to think? What are our thoughts going to consume us on? What are we going to marinate on? What are we going to think about all day? Are we going to focus on the negative or the positive? Are we going to focus on being grateful or ungrateful? Are we going to focus on whatever it is? I mean, it's a choice. And all of us get that choice every day. So take that choice and run with it. Love y'all.